Hey, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Corner Cauldron with all its technological problems. With me, Buffy, and my co-host with the most, my brother from another mother, my WT, my Wonder Twin, Jim Spillin. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, Buff. You're having don't if the this one screen is frozen and one screen's moving around, it's not your eyeballs, it's us. We got gremlins on the loose.
It's us.
It's us. We've been trying for the last about 10-15 minutes trying to get Buff's internet to unfreeze, but it likes to freeze up. So
I'm
every
so
once in a while
used to having the other side of my screen now.
you're gonna get a still picture every once in a while, and then a little video of Buffy every once in a while. And she may come in and out on a voice. But
no. And then one of them. And who knows, me getting shot off on the internet somewheres.
Oh yeah, and you've been going in and out.
There should be alcohol in this cup.
It would probably make the machine work.
There should be alcohol in this cup. There should be alcohol in this cup.
That's poor planning.
I don't know why there's no alcohol in this cup. I really don't.
Maybe
that is poor planning. It is what it is. Tim's already, it is what it is. I mean, we've had problems since the get-go with all this shenanigans.
Hey, look at me. It took
between us and
yeah, here I got logged on, no problem. Now you're all freezing up and busting up.
My thing is this girl, yours truly, bought cheap ass internet. You know, and they just keep raising my rates every month for nothing. And I keep freezing up. And I just, yeah. I'm going to have, you know what I'm going to do? Hey, Desiree. Desiree jumped into the chat.
Okay.
I'm actually going to have
in the chat.
My daughter's it's on Facebook, Desiree.
Oh, okay.
She's watching us live from Facebook. I have one of my son-in-law's geeky friends come over and tell me what the hell I'm missing and how to get it. You were showing me those ether cables, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like an old telephone thing where you have to, there's a little clear lever. I don't have that capability of plugging it into this laptop. This laptop is useless, basically.
Yeah, because most of the laptops have them, except most of you got a PC or a Mac?
It's an HP, so it's a PC.
Okay. It should have it, but that's strange.
Not a Mac.
Who knows?
I do. I don't know. Maybe I'll have you take it. It's that same laptop that I had when we did the meet and greet.
Oh, okay. At the fire hall.
That rose colored. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think thinks it's time for a new laptop at some point. Okay. I need to go and get a good one. You need to refer me. Since you're the techie person, you need to tell me.
I would tell you in Mac we trust, all others we crush.
Oh, so get a Mac.
That's my
what I need.
Well, there's a lot less maintenance with a Mac. Like a PC, you have to do a lot of cleanup. Every 30 days, you have to do a lot of cleanup.
Maybe that's my problem. I don't know. Any hoodles. None of these beautiful people that have jumped into the chat here on Facebook want to hear my stories about my internets, the inners of the nets with my problems and all the shenanigans that have ensued because of this. Hey, Dave Cummings is online. He's watching.
Okay, Dave.
So how was your week, bro? I know you went to on vacaciones.
Yep, we were at the Outer
How
Banks.
was your vacation?
Oh man, it was fantastic. Loved being down there. Didn't want to drive home, but every vacation must end, and you got to come home some point. But we had good weather. We had a good time with the kids and everybody.
That is true. The
ocean was perfect temperature, so we were in and out of the ocean. Didn't miss a day on the beach. Last day we were down there, it was like 100 degrees index.
Good. Oh God, that's Satan's butt crack for me. I can't do Satan's butt crack.
That's Satan shitting on the end of my vacation.
Exactly, pretty much. Going, we teased you in, and now feel my fury.
Right? I have you for 7 whole days, you bastards. You shall feel
Dave
the
said,
wrath.
hello, hope everyone is doing good. You shall feel my wrath. Oh my goodness. Oh.
Well, how was your week?
Yes, absolutely. My week was good. Actually, we did the charity event this Saturday in Ringtown at the Tree of Life shop for Save the Stray Schuylkill. We don't know officially how much money we collected yet, because I leave that up to Sherry to count all of the funds that we collected. We had a beautiful crowd of people. And we actually got 3 kitties we think adopted. Their applications are in for all 3 of the kitties that were there.
Good.
One of them's name is Magic. One of them was named Mead, as in I drink mead. And then I believe it was one of the other black kitties that I don't recall their name, but there was also an adoption for them as well. We had a good crowd. I chatted for 3 hours, actually 3.5 hours. And 3.5 hours. Yeah, 3.5 hours. I to this day still feel out of sorts. I'm still a little wonky. It's taken me a while to come back to reality a little bit, I guess.
Gotcha.
But it was a great time had by all. I did some tarot readings there. And a lot of the people that showed up were my return clients that showed up. And let me just say that the 2 ETs that I had were very informative. They spilled all the beans about everything. Yeah. So as of 2027, I can give you a little bit of what they talked about that I remember. Hey, Lucy. By 2027, there will be first contact, whether you choose to believe it or not, whether you fear it or not, there will be first contact. And it will not be just one. There will be many. They are the Andromedians and Palladians will be first because they look similar to us. There are a few body changes, but they look human enough. And then after that, the others will follow, and the last will be the Zadians. Some grays. In the middle will be mixed the Ponti in there. They told everyone where their ships were, why they were, where they were. They did mention that the pyramids are a gigantic generator for them. and that is why they were topped with copper at one point.
Yeah.
They are not only gigantic generators, but they are homing. That Stonehenge is also another gigantic generator, and they are placed all over this world. The Machu Picchu is one, but it is also a place of ascension where humans can go to get enlightened and to raise their vibration. They talked about the Schumann resonance, that it serves dual purpose. Not only is it a the heartbeat of the earth is what they call it. The earth makes a sound, and it has a central spot for energy that ebbs and flows throughout ley lines, and it is called the heartbeat of the earth. With that being said, that heartbeat serves as a connection to hybrids and to people who are gifted, that they need to lower their vibrational level and link up to the resonance, and that you can cure almost any illness, including some forms of cancer, by yourself, using your own energy and using your energy on others to help heal them. So the form of Reiki, but you have to be connected to that Schumann resonance. You have to feel the earth's vibration and the pulse through meditation and connect your energy with that, almost like plug it in. Actuarians are going to be another group of ET that they are similar to us. However, they are blue with no hair.
The blue
They
man
have humanoid shaped features on their face. All of them have almond shaped eyes. And that black that you see is actually a third eyelid, because of some of the planets where they live that are farther away from the sun. They get no sun. So when they are here, the sun hurts their eyes.
Oh, okay.
So genetically, they have gained a third eyelid that comes down and is black or dimmed. But if they open that third eyelid, they have eyes and irises just like us. They just look, their eyes are just shaped a little different. They talked about Atlantis, that Atlantis was in Egypt. However, the atmosphere changed, which caused them to die off. They couldn't take the extreme amounts of heat, and that Egypt was once lush green with lots of oceans and lots of water, with lots of plants and lots of trees and all kinds of animals. But then something happened with a meteor shower that caused a climate change, and the rivers dried up. That under the Sphinx is another gigantic battery for them. Remember when we were talking about that? About the cylinders?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all that stuff that's buried underneath.
That is all them. And that they were here prior to the Anunnaki and the Sumerians, and that they made it with the Anunnaki and us as human beings in order for their civilization to survive. That somewhere back then there was a great shift or a great rip in the void that caused a lot of their populace to get sick and start dying. So in order to repopulate, they made it with humans, and the Anunnaki, and that the Zadians and the Andromedians were there as well, and that they gave us the technology, and that they made the pyramids by learning or teaching humans how to use sound waves in order to levitate gigantic bricks.
Yeah, we said we
and put
talked
them
about
where
that
they
before. How
belong.
they got the bricks up there.
Right. And that's how. There's a lot of stuff that I can't talk about on here because I'm afraid that we'll get kicked off. They went in and talked about the government and how long that they've been in the government and presidents that they have talked to, conversations that they've had with council. A lot about not Mexico, but the newer version of Mexico. I'm trying to be discreet about what I'm saying. And in certain areas in that newer version of Mexico, they did talk about that. So it was great. I mean, they went on and on and on and answered questions from a lot of people. A lot of people had some really good questions. Hey, Lisa. Lisa Donovan is on. How you doing, Lisa? But I digress. That is a lot of the discussion was based on them being here as friends to help, and that the earth is at a DEFCON 2 right now.
Oh yeah.
And this is their last ditch effort coming from another human. Where's the third eye? That third eyelid. It's not an eye, it's an eyelid. Tim said, where's that third eye? It's an eyelid, almost like a lizard or a snake has the ability to have that third eyelid come down to protect them when they're burying it. They talked about saving us at least 4 times from nuclear war, and that there is a federation of 13 planets, 13 different species of ET that are in high regard, that kind of like our UN, that talk about us and protecting us. We are the ancestors to them. We will eventually look like them through genetic changes. And that the only reason that they have sworn to protect us is because if we die, they die.
Mm-hmm.
And that the effects that we have had on this planet, or the stupidity by filthing the water up, belching filth into the sky with carbon, footprint, fossil fuels, and just bulldozing such a beautiful planet we have, is that it is slowly disappearing. And that they said your Confucia is correct when they says one stone causes many ripples, that those ripples are heard through the vastness of the void and affects other planets. And some of their planets don't even have water. That's why they come here. And we are so ignorant and so stupid for destroying such a beautiful planet. And there is a reason they call our planet the blue planet, and it's because of the water. And all the amazing trees and animals and things that we have to sustain us, and yet we overlook it and pour chemicals in it.
Right.
They don't understand money either. They don't understand currency. There is no currency for them. It's a barter system. You do for me and I do for you. There you go. That's the way it is. So anyway, Hoodles, it was a great time. I do want to do a live tomorrow night, possibly, in order to, or Wednesday night, and thank everyone. And again, this is to the people that are going to be watching this later. Thank you so much for coming out to Tree of Life Shop and supporting me, supporting Sherry, Rachel, Sarah, Holly, and the numerous others that go out of their way to volunteer for Save the Stray Schuylkill. The work that they do could never be repaid. They go out morning, noon, night, it doesn't matter, 3 o'clock in the morning with their fuzzy bunny slippers on and their hair in rollers, in their minivans and their mom vans with traps, collecting the injured, the unwanted, the thrown away, the feral colonies of cats, and giving them all the medical care that they need, and fostering those animals and getting them socialized in one day hopes of getting them the second chance that they never got, which is to have a loving home, all the treats and laps to crawl up onto, to fall asleep on. And there is still time for you to donate. You can go to Save the Stray Schuylkill website, savethestrayschuylkill.com, and at the bottom of their page there is a donate button. You can donate cash. You can go to their Amazon wish list or to their Walmart wish list, pick something out, and it gets immediately delivered to Tree of Life shop. And as soon as it gets in, it gets taken out again, because Save the Strays supports the foster families by giving them food and litter, anything that they need to help foster those cats. So as soon as that cat food and litter go into the shop, it goes out. She barely sees any of it. So please think of donating, or look at the gallery if you're into cats and you're looking for a forever buddy or a forever friend. The adoption fees are nominal. The cats will come to you after the adoption is approved, neutered or spayed, with all of their first shots and microchipped. So they set you up for success, that the cats have had everything they need to be able to go home and not to add to the population. So, which is great. And of course, that's where I got Maven. Mayhem Maven. Hi, Mayhem Maven. So I know you want to talk about. Here we go again. Look, I'm gonna put my head up. Annabelle. Annabelle.
Do what?
You want to talk about Annabelle, right?
Oh, yeah.
After I've eaten up almost 23 minutes of our conversation.
Oh, that's.
I'm so glad we were able to come up. We had a great time between hearing the ETs and had to say and exploring the store. Desiree Edwards, Steve Edwards, Desiree, and Michael and Victoria were there to listen, and they came up, and it was great. In fact, one of the kitties may be going home with them. They
nice.
filled out an application. Yes.
Very nice.
So, what you got about Miss Annabelle? Even though I said my last live was going to be my last talk about Annabelle.
Oh no. The only reason I wanted to bring it up is, for me, it brings in an interesting. We're not going to talk. We all know the history of Annabelle, how she got there, who got her, Ed and Lorraine, and now you got Tony Serpa, moving the damn doll around. He's got one by that. When they moved the doll out of the one vessel, he said he was wearing special gloves that had less metals in each finger. Well, okay. So you don't go through the fingers, you just attach another part of the body. You go through the head, the eyes, mouth, whatever. But with the investigator who passed away, bless his soul, in Gettysburg, it just kind of came to me to the forefront. Do we give power to things such as Annabelle, Robert the doll? Do we give them that power that can come back? Because when you look at it, I looked at some cases with other haunted dolls, but a lot of the others, like Robert in Florida, he just moves things, runs around, never really hurt. But there's that one alleged rumor where a guy took his picture and went bankrupt and had to come back and apologize, and he got all of his money back, or prospered again. But with Annabelle, I mean, I think it's like compared to like when we do an investigation, we'll go in and you'll specifically say, or I'll tell the client, look, don't tell us anything.
we'll go in, we'll look around,
Yeah.
we'll go find things, we'll figure it out. We don't want to be told that it is over here, or it's over there, or we feel it's doing this or that. We want to try and find it and experience it.
Right.
So my thing with Annabelle is you have this investigator who passed away in a hotel in Gettysburg after doing was it the Devil's Tour or something like that is what they've called this tour now with Annabelle, a part of it. And they're still doing it. They are continuing the tour even though their investigator passed away. They're not taking any precautions to lock the doll away. So is it a hype? Or do we say, yeah, because there's nothing out there that says they can conclusively say, and we will never will with paranormal, because that's just what it is. You'll never be conclusive that it is. Like I said, we don't have Casper in the basement. We can test all of our tools on it. So my thing is, with this investigator passing away after handling the doll, does the doll really have that power? And if so, was he wearing the gloves? Was he being protected? Not being sarcastic with his passing, but I don't. They say it's 2 to 3 months before we hear anything on an autopsy. I think they've just had a heart attack. Or did Annabelle cause a heart attack because they were in close proximity? And to me, I just wonder how much power do we give things in the suggestive? Because the power of suggestion is hugely strong, hugely strong. Okay. And can influence people. If I tell you you open that door and the ceiling's going to fall on you, you might believe me. When you open the door and the ceiling falls, is it a coincidence or was it part of something that was paranormal? I looked at other dolls and other haunted things. There's a chair where a guy claims that he sat in and died, and it's hanging. It's the Busey chair, I think it's called, and it's hanging from hanging from the ceiling, so nobody will sit in it, so nobody will die. Well, I found out tonight when doing a little research on that chair. That chair was built like in 2000, and the guy who died, who's claiming to be the killer for the chair, he was like a couple years earlier than the chair was even made. So I just think it's sometimes the power of suggestion. And like I said, Annabelle was just kind of like something that just jumped into my mind because it's everything that they've done, they've mishandled. And then you have an investigator that passes away. I don't know. It's we look at things and we've done enough investigations where we as a group can tell everybody, hey, yeah, this happened. I can give you audio evidence. I can give you visual evidence that nobody was talking when we captured this EVP, and things like that. So we're not out to say you have to believe us. We have enough evidence to show it. So is Annabelle showing enough evidence to say that she's a haunted doll that can take over somebody's body and then cause a heart attack? I mean, there was the only other time I know that Annabelle caused the problem was they supposedly, and I couldn't find that story tonight, a motorcyclist and his girlfriend were going on a tour of the museum. And Warren's used to give tours. And the museum used to get blessed, I think it was once a month by a priest. But supposedly during a tour, a motorcycle guy and his girlfriend went up to the Annabelle doll case and were banging on the glass. And then when the tour is over, he leaves. I think he gets like 5 miles from the museum in Monroe, Connecticut, and has a motorcycle crash. So they attributed that because he was mistreating Annabelle, being ignorant or rude to Annabelle. So I don't know what people's thoughts are out there, but it's just, I just find it interesting that you have things like that happen in the proximity of like probably the most haunted doll or most haunted item out there. But like I said, it's just and that's the thing. It's that's the part that just keeps going to me time and time again. It's like, do we give it the power? Is it a suggestive power that's causing this injury or this illness to the person? Because, like I said, the mind, we only use like 10% of our brain, and they can show how powerful the mind is. Where you can, if you set your mind to something, your body can take care of itself. God knows what we could do with the rest of our brain. We got into that other 90%. Oh Lord! So, it's. And that was, like I said, that was just kind of like my question when the when the news came out. I think you might have been in Gettysburg when that happened. It was July 13th. You were down there, weren't you?
I was not there the day that Annabelle was there. I was there the weekend prior
Okay.
to Annabelle showing up. She was there bike week, which was the 11th, 12th, and the 13th.
Okay.
So yeah, my friends did say that they heeded my advice. They stayed away from the orphanage. They had to go past it once to go somewhere, and she said she kept looking back. She was on the back of her boyfriend's bike, and she just turned around and was like, ugh, and then just kept on going. But she couldn't wait to come back to tell me that, you know, that Dave the investigator had passed. And I told her, I said, that I had gotten, and this is what cracks me up. And I did a separate Facebook Live, and I guess it was a YouTube, regarding that would be the last time I spoke about Annabelle. I woke up, which was Sunday. I woke up on the 13th, which was Sunday, I think,
Mm-hmm.
to 57 notifications. You heard me right. 57 notifications. They were texts, emails, phone calls, recordings that I had missed of, yeah, did you see this? Did you hear this? Annabelle this, Annabelle that, Annabelle this, Annabelle that. And, you know, it gets to the point where you yourself create your own haunting. You can create your own haunting. And when you were talking about giving stuff validity, right? That it's validity. And how much of this stuff is our own fault, right?
Oh,
yeah. I do believe that there is both.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You know, I do believe that Annabelle, and I will tell you right now, I have seen that doll. I've looked at pictures of the doll. There is something wrong with that doll. I don't want somebody sitting there telling me that the psychic that originally looked at Annabelle in the very beginning, when the two nursing students got it, that they had called a psychic, and the psychic had come over and said, "Oh, it's you know, the ghost. It's the ghost of a 5 or 7-year-old little girl." Blah blah blah. That is untrue. There is a demon inside of that damn doll. This is my belief and my belief only. And bro, you can disagree with me all you want. Tim, everybody out there watching, you can disagree with me. When you've seen it, felt it, heard it. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you. I agree 100% with you. I mean, there's something wrong with that doll that you know, is causing problems. But I'm just saying, you have to be careful what you give in your
exactly
what you give into. I mean, yeah, like you said, you don't.
Right.
When we say don't torment or tempt or challenge something, yeah, we're kind of saying that to be nice. But if you want to go for it, go for it. You want to
go for it. That's you.
You want to knock on the glass and you want to do this or that, go right for it. But you know, I would compare it to, everybody has something that they won't do that's they kind of consider tabooish. Whether it's crossing the path of a black cat, walking under a ladder, breaking a mirror, or believing in Annabelle. We all have that one thing where we give power to, it over us. So that's what I was just thinking at. But yeah, no, I'm confident in Annabelle.
And one of my predictions was that she was going to kill somebody, that they were not going to stop until she killed somebody. Well, now, if you want my prediction of what that gentleman Dan died from, was a sudden cardiac event.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm
You're not
guessing.
going to tell me otherwise. And I think that a great majority of it, or not all of it, had everything to do with Annabelle. And he still is that greedy and that hungry to not even stop when one of your own friends is killed. And you still gonna parade that doll around. That just shows how brazen you are.
Right.
You tempt fate too much, and you gonna FAFO real quick.
Whew.
I have not done this for 30 years and delved completely into the demonic for the past 11 with our guys.
Right.
10, 11 years with you, Yvonne and Jeff. And I'm not here, and again, I said this on the live, I'm not here to sway somebody, to sway a skeptic, to make them believe or force them to believe. You believe in whatever you want to believe in, boo-boo. Okay? You do you, boo-boo. All I know, and all you guys have to know is you won't catch me within 100 miles of that doll. I don't need to see it. I don't want to see it. I have seen enough shocking, and I'm going to cuss on tonight's show, and good thing we're not rated for children on YouTube. I have seen enough shit in my life in the 11 years that I've dealt specifically with the demonic with Jim to know what I see and what I've heard and what I have felt. And if I'm not here to convince you,
no,
but all those people giving that money to see that doll are just giving it more power. That's what demons want, power. They want to control people. They want to control things. And the more money and the more times you show up and the more lines that show up to see this doll in a glass case is just feeding it.
Right.
And there is a reason that Ed and Lorraine put signs up in that place saying, do not, whatever you do not remove that doll from the case. Do not remove the doll from the case. In fact, don't even remove her from the damn museum. They had signs all over that museum saying not to touch anything, not to move anything, and not to take anything.
Oh, yeah.
There is a reason why Lorraine wouldn't even look at it.
Right.
And yet, people don't pay attention. And you feed into the facade. You feed into the greed. And of all people on top of that, not only is Tony involved,
Judy is,
but Bueller, and I had a drug addiction, is there probably because he blew through all the money that he made on that show. I'm not going to name names because he's not here to defend himself, but you know exactly who I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
That show that everybody watched.
Oh yeah,
on the Travel Channel. I've been and seen Robert the Doll, and I don't entertain it, according to Tim. Desiree says, I'm with you. I want no parts of that thing. People are just idiots. The Warrens proved it many times from Desiree. Dave Cummings says, I believe that they're playing with Russian roulette. Why are they taking the chance?
Because it adds
that
to
man
the fun and they get more money.
Right. Because he's money hungry.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they sold 1,200 tickets on that last tour that the investigator Dan died on, and he keeps selling out. And now they're going to say, they'll exploit it somehow, adding to the mystery.
Dan.
Right. The doll that killed Dan.
That's what they'll say.
And when you're absolutely right, you
That's
hit
what
it
they'll
right on
call it.
the head
Oh, they
because
killed Dan.
what's the demons want to be recognized. They want to be uh, uh, you know praised. I can't think of the word I'm thinking about right now, but they want to be praised. They want to be followed. They want to say, and they'll do anything to get that praise, and then they just lock you in. It's like, look what Annabelle can do. Okay, ooh, now I really got to see the doll. Now I'm really going to
Yeah.
pay money. You wouldn't surprise me a bit if Tony doubled the cost to see the doll now.
Oh yeah, because that's another. Oh, come see it because that there. And I don't want the word buddy coming out of his mouth because if you were still touring that doll around after your supposed quote unquote buddy passed away, not stopping once in memoriam of your friend who died suddenly, you're an idiot. And you have no self-respect and you have no respect for the dead. None. Absolutely none. Now, a poor man is gone. Well, and I can't say that he wasn't stupid either, because stupid is as stupid does.
Right.
He should have said that he wasn't removing that doll. He was the one who moved that doll. Now you have a military vet, a father, and a husband gone.
Mm-hmm.
For nothing. Yeah, Desiree's right. Desiree says they are not going to be happy until something happens that they can't control. And just the amount of people that have asked me about Annabelle prior to, like when this all started, I got questions on the daily about Annabelle. Okay. Annabelle was never lost. Number one, please get that out of your heads. The doll was never lost. Calm your tatas. She was never lost. All right. Get your knickers out of a knot. That's untrue. This just goes to show how many people will believe social media. I mean, I could say that, oh, I watched a pig grow wings and fly, and it'll be all over social media. And now people are going to believe that pigs can fly. And I told you people numerous times I was called a joke. I was laughed at. I was called funny. This was months ago. And I don't let things get to me because I've lived that life for 50 some years. Being called, the huckster, the gypsy, this, that, everything else. The weirdo. Great, fine, whatever. But when you people don't take me seriously, and I tell you that doll's going to kill somebody, and then it happens, and then I get why didn't you tell us? I did. And you're hearing it today, bro. You're witness to this.
No, I know.
Lucy, you are witness to this. I am no longer warning people. I'm done.
Well,
I'm not going to warn you anymore.
Well, the problem is too, Buff. When somebody can do something that people don't understand, or the internet, the first thing to do is mock. I mean, I told you when we first got together with Jeff and Yvonne, I told a certain group of people what I was doing, and they just kind of laughed at me. Said, "Oh, you're going to chase Casper?" I'm like, you never know.
Yep.
I mean, just like you could, like you don't have to convince somebody that the sun is there that it's going to come up tomorrow because it's going to come up. We're not there to convince you. We're there just to show you, give you something to think about, talk about it. But like I said, remember growing up as a kid, mom or dad would say, "Don't touch the stove now because the stove top's hot. Don't touch it." And what do? Yep. We reach up and touch the oven and go, "Ow!" And we go, "Hey, you dumbass! Didn't I tell you it was hot?" I would say that our group is right there with certain things. If you ask us about something, or want a suggestion on how to do something, or go somewhere. If we tell you something, you're pretty much getting it on some good information. So people can, there's people out there who can find that information and give it, but it's those there's 1% that they've just got to stick their noses in there and go, no, that can't happen. That's not going to happen to me. Next thing, they're tied up like a pretzel hanging from a corner in the middle of a room.
Yep. And guess who you're calling at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning to help fix it?
That's when you put on the do not disturb sign.
Yeah. Don't call me. Don't call me, because I will definitely be like the Practical Magic children. Clean up your own mess.
Right?
FAFO, clean up your own mess. By the way, did you see they're coming out with a Practical Magic 2?
No, I didn't.
I'm taking the day off, and I'm going to watch it all. Tim says, be careful with what you say. You always got to love Tim. He made a comment here. Be careful with what you're saying. Had an ancestor one time say she saw the wind blow so hard it blew a pig into a fruit jar, and right after she said that, the damn roof blew off her house.
I'm here. Sorry about that. Detour.
That's okay.
You didn't even know I was gone.
I like glad I'm good because I'm reading something. Do you hear what I said about Tim? And he disappears again, just like that. The wind, he disappears. People. Oh dear Lord. He's disappeared. He's going to disappear into it. Look, there. He's back, and he's gone again, and he's gone again. Bro's being silly tonight. What are you doing?
Sometimes you just gotta be, I don't know.
He's dropping shit all over the place. I can hear it dropping on the floor.
I'm trying to keep my computer. I got cables up here on it that keep falling onto the floor and everything. I know I trip over things anymore.
Oh Jesus!
I leave my shoes out, and Lucy goes, "You go trip over those?" No, I'll be all right. Next thing you know, ass over 10 cups.
Yep. Tim said, be careful with what you're saying. He had an ancestor one time say that she saw the wind blow so hard it blew a pig into a fruit jar. And right after that, after what she said, the damn roof blew off her house.
Interesting.
So, yeah. Lucy and I are buying tickets. She said yes to the Practical Magic 2. Yes. My girlfriends are coming back. Yes, your girlfriends.
Are the same actors in it?
Yes.
Wow.
The only one. And I don't know why they didn't ask her back. I just want to cry. The young Jill, the little girl who played Jilly Bean, or the daughter. The one daughter, Sarah Bullock's daughter, the redhead.
Okay.
She is the only one that they didn't ask back.
Wonder why.
I don't know. And she is so upset. I saw it in an ET video. And she was so upset that she didn't get asked back.
Oh no.
Stalker Tanning is back. Woo! I can't think of who played the second aunt, who played Aunt Jet. God, I can't remember her name. Gosh dang it. Make me sit here and Google.
Shit, I can see the face. Is Sandra Bullock's love, is he coming back?
I don't know. I don't know. Oh my God. Let me see. All the cast of
You know, it's nice that that movie's coming back and they're making a new movie with it, but
Right.
can't all the brains in Hollywood come up with some like new, unthought of movies?
Yeah. I mean, Diane Weiss. That's why I couldn't remember her name. Diane Weiss.
Yep.
Is coming back. Stockard Channing is coming back. Nicole Kidman, Sandra Bullock, Alexander Artrip is the one that played the little girl. Played Sally's daughter, Antonia.
Okay. What about the other daughter? Is she coming back?
Oh God, what was her name?
All I remember is you put the lime in the coconut.
You put the lime in the coconut. They found it on the front porch. I don't know if Aidan Quinn is coming back. He was Detective Howlett.
Yep.
Right. The sheriff. Evan Rachel Wood, who played Kylie Owens, is coming back.
Okay.
So a lot of them that played in the movie are actually coming back.
So what's it going to be based on?
They wouldn't give a lot of what it was going to be based on. All I know is it is set 27 years after the last Practical Magic. Okay. So the girls, Sally's girls, are grown up. And of course we know that she married Howlett. So we don't know if it's something about her grandchildren.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking maybe the grandchildren made the mess this time, and Nicole and Sandra have to guide their daughters to do the cleanup, and it gets probably too strong. So you need the great grandmothers to come back and really save the day.
Right. You need the aunties to and drink it all up. Lisa Gretsch is in the chat. Hey Lisa. Yes. And that's how we do it. You know, that was so great though. Clean up your own mess is my favorite line out of the entire movie.
Yeah, they take the kids, they take the grandkids out of the house. Come on, girls, your mom's got something to do.
Yeah. And they're not allowed to dance naked and under the moonlight. Well, you know that Skyline, the clothes are optional, dear.
Yeah, right. No.
Of course not. We would never let them dance naked. We have to go to the summer solstice. We're the chair people.
Clothes are hot. Clothes are mandatory.
Yeah. Clothes are optional.
And you also have coming out the final installation of the Conjuring in September.
Yes, Last Rites. Speaking of Ed and Lorraine Warren, yeah, I can't wait. I'm taking the day off for that one too, because I'm saying that one. I've seen all of them multiple times.
Oh yeah.
So I will be seeing that again.
Me and Bailey have watched them quite a number of times. She actually gave me a.
Have you now?
She actually gave me a Christmas card where she's going to treat me to the movies for that one.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You go, Bailey. Way to go.
I got the ticket up in my
daughter and dad day at the movies.
Oh yeah.
I won't see this. That's when I have to be. I have to be either with someone who really likes horror movies, or go by myself. Dang it, he disappeared again.
So here,
you're dropping up Ethernet cords all over the dang place over there.
Oh yeah, I'll give you a strange thing. I texted Bailey. I said, hey, this proves that Halloween is here for her. So my job now, I give out what I call invitations to Delaware, and So I was processing one.
Delaware.
Yeah, I was processing one the other day. It's going to a person with an address of Crystal Lake Road in Haddonfield, New Jersey.
Oh my God.
I think I'd be selling that house.
So what do? Do you just send random invitations out?
No, it's at that I told you what I'm doing with the agency right now with the speeding.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was telling her.
Okay. I get it now.
You remember
Invitations?
That's what I call them. Sounds better than a ticket.
That does sound better than a ticket. Guess what? You've got to come back to Delaware.
But yeah, that one. I think that's released September 5th. I think that's when that one comes out. Oh, and then the one about with Al Pacino playing Father Amorth.
I didn't hear that. He's playing Father Amorth?
Yep.
Why do I think that would be a perfect role for him?
Oh yeah, I see. If you look up the trailer for The Ritual, is what it's called, I believe. You'll see.
Yes.
You'll see Al Pacino playing the part in the trailer. It's a nice. It's going to be good. I think it comes out the end of this month.
Oh no, that's the second. Isn't that the second to The Exorcist, the Pope's Exorcist?
Yeah, the second to the Pope's Exorcist was played again by Russell Crowe.
By Russell Crowe.
So the two,
okay.
Russell Crowe plays Father Amorth, and then Al Pacino is playing Father Amorth.
And the ritual was Sir Anthony Hopkins.
Right. That was creepy as hell.
Was it not? Yeah, certainly. That was, yeah. Especially the pregnant woman who threw up the nails. That was hilarious. Or not hilarious, but, you know. I was like, oh, that's tasty. That's tasty.
Delicious.
Tim Hopper says, I'll investigate the nasty stuff, but I won't watch the shows. Desiree says, please take Steven with you. Not for me.
See, I like the spooky stuff. Obviously,
I have always been a horror movie fan, and interested in the paranormal, and it's such such great movies are coming out again, and I hope that Last Rites is a good ending to Ed and Lorraine. I really do. I mean, and I think, as we all know, Ed died first.
Right.
He passed away. He always did have heart problems. He wound up dying from a massive heart attack many years ago. And Lorraine passed, I think it was in 2018 or 19. She passed away. I believe it was right at the beginning of COVIDicus, where she passed away. God rest her soul. She lived to be like what, 90, 96? I think she was. I have to look this up. I have to make sure I get just the facts, ma'am. Just the facts.
She was born in 1927 and she passed away in 2019. I'm not good on fast math. 92.
92. There you go. 92. And she died peacefully in her sleep. It's like she wanted to go.
She lived 13 years after Ed's death.
Yep, she certainly did.
And he was her protector.
Did. He was, and I think she could feel him in spirit, though. I think she knew he was there, even though physically he wasn't. Spiritually, he was there.
Right.
You know, even though she was a good Catholic woman, um, she believed in the paranormal, and she believed in good spirit, just being around. And I truly believe that she could feel Ed around her.
I think that's what kept her going for as
Watching
many years afterwards too, because you figure everything that those two did. Because you remember there was Ed had claimed attacks in the house all the time. Especially with that haunted mirror, they took on that one that projected the black cloud on Ed while he was in his office working. So that stuff wasn't going to stop just because he passed away.
No,
they were going to come after Lorraine.
Yeah, but he took the brunt of a lot of the stuff for Lorraine.
But he also he was, in my opinion anyway, he was a big provoker.
Yeah, I could see where you could say that. Yeah.
And I don't mean that in a mean way. I mean it in a way in where they had to do their investigations, where they had to try and figure things out.
Mm-hmm.
Because there was plenty of cases where they were just like called fools and weren't even allowed to give their input on it, and so people just left them alone. So they suffered a lot just in putting their name out there, and their daughter Judy, God knows what it was like for her growing up in that house.
Oh gosh, poor Judy. I couldn't imagine living in that house and being a child with the amount of attacks that happen in the home themselves. And then the creepy museum, which actually wasn't a museum back then. It was more of a collection, or a place where she knew she wasn't allowed to go because her mom and dad were trying to keep everybody else, the human race, from, destruction with some of those things. And I truly believe that is why now, at her age, she wants nothing to do with it. She wants nothing to do with the museum.
And it's interesting that she's staying with Tony, because he wants everything in the world to do with the museum. He wants everything in the world to do with the name.
Which one of them was the medium? I always thought it was Lorraine. It was Lorraine.
Yeah.
Desiree asked the question. Desiree asked the question. I can't even flip and talk tonight. Jeez.
And Ed was the demonologist.
Ed was the demonologist. Lorraine was the medium. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I always idolized her growing up, because I saw someone that had the same abilities as me, who was, even though she was not thought of as a kook. But not a lot of that came out until the very end. I mean, she kind of kept that. At least I didn't know about it until way after that. She was just as terrorized as anybody else about, doing parlor tricks and whatnot. Wow, I really feel the love. I just got so angry that Sunday, that I woke up and there were like 57, for crying out loud. 57 notifications. I'm pretty sure that if people knew how to do smoke signals again, or had a carrier pigeon, I would find them that way too.
I'm sure you had one or two.
I mean, yes. I saw the videos. Yes. I saw the pictures. Yes. For the love of all that is good and holy. Yes. I saw everything. And it gets to the point where, if I continue to talk about it, I'm going to create my own haunting.
Yeah.
Just because I'm a medium, I can't create my own haunting.
Right.
Tim said he could help me with the smoke signals. No, thank you, sir. No, thank you. I don't need help with the smoke signals. Dear Lord.
Hey, Tim's always giving us his input and his help. That's what's most important, Buff.
And then here comes Desiree right behind him to just egg it on even further. Telegram and telegraph.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure the Pony Express is next.
You going to mention semaphore too? Being on the top of the mountain going like this? Near, 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 near. You know? It's just like Coast Guard. Okay. Swinging your arms around. Oh, good Lord. Oh, Jesus. So, yep. But, I mean, if you want to go visit the doc, if you want to spend that type of money, or if you've got that type of money to buy a ticket to see wherever Annabelle is going to be next, and you're going to take Bro and I's, conversation for null and void, you do you, boo-boo. Go ahead, because it's not my money. There's no way I'm going to pay that type of money to go, yep, saw it. Yep, got a picture of it. I don't want even a picture of it. Please, no. Would you get the clip in your camera or in your phone? Not me, man.
No.
Absolutely not. That would be a negative. No way, Willis.
The pattern is full.
Don't create pattern is full. I don't want to make that midnight drive down there. You won't be making a midnight drive down there. Your husband will. Good Lord.
Midnight drive.
Desiree said, "Please don't make your down to Delaware to come see me."
Oh.
I can say I was well protected while you weren't there, bro, at the charity event, because I have actually two brothers, you and Stephen Edwards.
Okay.
When he and I would do cases with James Maitland.
Yep.
Well, I couldn't make a move without Stephen knowing where I was going. Oh. Where are you going? I'm going to turn the light switch on, Steve. Okay. Why did it take you so long? Because I had to go down the steps. They didn't teach me levitation in school just yet.
Yeah, that comes in. I
must have been out that day. I must have been out that day. I can tell you, he wandered around that room and kept a beeline on me like this. He was like bam.
Right.
And then he was giving energy when I was getting low. He was like, okay, this is going to be the end. I just want to stand behind her, make sure she comes out of it, snaps out of it. Okay.
Right.
As soon as I snapped out of it, he was like, you good? Is that you back in your body? You good? You good? Yeah, I'm good. You need a drink of water? No, I'm good. I'm fine. But I love Steven. He's like my second brother. And he was there to protect me, and he was just doing his part.
Doing his part.
He was being the brother. And it's great to have a group of people that you work with during your paranormal investigations that know you that well.
Mm-hmm.
That you look out for each other. Jim and I, and Yvonne and Jeff, all four of us looked out, and Bailey, we all looked out for each other. Safety was paramount. And even so much to the point where we would say a protecting prayer in the car before we got out.
Oh yeah, we weren't getting out of the car without doing that.
Always. No. And if Yvonne couldn't make it, Jim was anointing me with oil and making sure that he kept all eyes on me. And then usually it was me. As soon as I saw the demon, I would step in front of Jim. And here's short little me and tall Jim, and I got my arms crossed like this. Like I don't think you know where you're going, buddy, but you're going back to hell today because you ain't touching this one. You better turn them beady eyes and them wings in another direction before I whoop your you know what. Or not today, Satan.
Right.
Not today, Satan. And Jim would always protect me. He'd always ask me if I was at I really appreciated him that one time, that possession. Ooh, that the house up in Pennsylvania with the 5-year-old little girl.
That was wicked.
Where the family left the basement, they ran up the steps and shut the door.
That's when Jeff's calling to Yvonne. Yvonne, can we get you back here? No, hang on a minute. I got to do this up here. And Jeff is just
she wasn't paying attention. She was doing a house exorcism, and she was like into it, man. She had her book out. She was yelling and hollering, and I'm coming under attack, and I'm getting possessed, and poor Jeff's like, babe, Yvonne, you might can you turn around for a minute?
Yeah.
Hun, we got a problem.
Yeah, Jeff's at DEFCON 5, like, and Yvonne's up there at DEFCON 1.
And here I am speaking in tongues
I'm like,
in a chair.
And I'm just sitting there going, what the twirler beaner did I get into?
But you were the one I remember kneeling down, grabbing my arm. You squeezed the blood out of my hand at one point.
Well, you weren't being real kind.
I'm sorry.
We had to return you back to reality.
I was unavailable. I mean, you could have called me and would have got we're sorry, Buffy's not available right now. After the tone, please leave a message.
Press 3 if you need an exorcist.
Exorcist. Beep 3. Bink.
It's Jeff. Yvonne, come to the back of the building, please.
Can you please come back to the building? Back of the building, please, Yvonne. That was horrible, though. That was a horrible day, and I still don't remember a great portion of that. But I do keep in contact with the client and with the 5-year-old who is a now healthy 16-year-old girl.
I was going to say, got to be a teenager by now.
She's 16 now, and they still call me. She'll still text me. She's got the now 16-year-old has my phone number, and she'll text me every once in a while and ask me questions. Like, I got this awful feeling last night. What was this about? I hope that, and she remembers a lot of it. She's always worried that it's going to come back. And I keep telling her that she just has to keep living her life. And
live
not
your life,
to
just be
not to
alert.
worry about it happening again. So
yeah,
just be a normal 16-year-old girl.
And your surroundings.
And don't give your grandmother a heart attack.
Yeah. Yeah, there were some crazy ones.
That all of our clients, or a great majority of our clients, keep up with us. Like the last case we did, that they continue to send Jeff texts every now and again.
Oh, okay.
Letting us know that they're doing good.
Good.
So, and that's the best part about being a paranormal investigator and being on a resolutions team that really knows what we're doing, is that in the end that we stay connected with our cases.
Mm-hmm.
And we can pretty much remember each and every one of them by something.
Oh yeah.
That happened. So, and it's great. Well, bro, we have been on this mug for an hour and 15 minutes.
Uh-oh. We got it in here.
It's been
Even though
that
we had some
long.
technical difficulties.
We did, and we apologize for the technical difficulties that were all my fault.
But I'm sitting there. I think
To be totally honest, I just have a janky computer system.
But you're also broadcasting your Facebook page, right?
Yes, that's through my phone though.
That might be also part of the problem.
I guess it could be. I don't know.
I'm just thinking.
But
who knows?
I don't know anymore. Who knows anymore?
The ghostly gremlins.
Yes. And I'll eventually get my computer fixed and get everything organized.
Yeah, we did good tonight.
I just did not. We did. Yeah. And I did not expect to have a car payment again. So, yeah. That took out a big chunk
out
of my savings that I was supposed to save. Oh yeah, the old one basically almost caught on fire and killed me. So, yep. So we had to get a new one.
Damn.
Yep. Yeah. And we'll talk about that. That was not our fault. That was the fault of a third party.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Let's just say I got a sweet deal and a sweet ride. I had a sweet deal and a sweet ride.
Nice.
Yes. So I am much appreciative that I have wheels again. I will at some other point tell you the entire story of what transpired over a 3-week period. Oh my. Yeah, the dumpster fire of my life. And yet Dave said, yeah, car payments sucks. I got one too. Yeah. They're not fun, Dave. They're not fun.
I hate them.
You want to add anything else to this story, Mr.? I know you got car payments too.
Oh yeah. No, I think we tackled a little bit of everything tonight. I was glad to hear that your Tree of Life thing went well.
It did go well. I will have to fill you in private regarding the rest of the whole shenanigans.
Uh-oh.
That happened. As far as like them talking about other issues like government stuff that we can't mention on here.
Yeah.
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Know what I mean?
Yep.
You didn't have a goblet, did you?
No, I didn't. I didn't get the chance to snack anything together, and I wasn't really sure where I wanted to go with it. So it'll be back. It's just
it's taking a hiatus.
Yeah, I gotta dial it back in. It's just just trying to one thing. Everything's gonna start to calm down now.
Yep. Yeah, I know you got an email address for everybody. If you want to send us topics,
I do. If anybody wants to talk, I mean, we can talk about what we think is our good horror movies. Or I'm not a big book reader, so I can't suggest books. But there's something that you want to talk about that is maybe not so much paranormal as it is something that's intriguing you that you're just like. We'll talk about anything. We're primarily a paranormal talk, but we'll talk about anything. But if you have a topic or something like that, or if you want us to repeat something or add some more to something, like make a part 2 of something that's out there that maybe we didn't make a part 2 of, that you would like to hear a part 2 of, fill up my mailbox, because the crickets are taking over and they're filling up. But it's spiritsearcher649@gmail.com. Spiritsearcher649@gmail.com. And we'll bring to forefront whatever it is. Now, I know you have an email.
Yeah. I do, and the same thing goes for me. I mean, if we spoke out of turn and said something wrong, you want to out me, I will gladly go on here, put my old behind mug up on here, and admit that I was wrong in front of your eyes, in your face, and say,
100%.
you know, I admit it, I was wrong. And you know, we need topics. I do have one topic that one of our people wanted us to talk about that requires us to be doing a bit of research.
Okay.
So this was a quick and dirty kind of hack tonight kind of thing. Being that you were coming back from vacation, and you know, I had the 3 weeks dumpster fire from hell. But I'm getting crickets and spooters in my inbox. So if you want to leave topics, it is ghostwhisperer318@gmail.com. That's ghostwhisperer318@gmail.com. Spouses of gifted people that aren't gifted. Then that's just annoying. You can go ahead and do everybody's just annoyed. We could talk about that, I guess, a little bit. I mean, we could have Lucy on the show.
There you go.
There you go. Lucy could be on the show. Oh, Lucy, we got some explaining to do.
We bait
about
you
you
for a
and your
show.
husband. We want you for a show. Come on there. Do my worst Ricky Ricardo.
Lucy.
Lucy, you got some explaining to do. Lucy's like, woohoo! Lucy get to come on the show. There she goes, woohoo. She said woohoo. I don't know if that's a good woohoo or a bad woohoo.
That's
or
a nice sarcastic woohoo.
Oh, okay. That's a whoop. I'm gonna do it. So any hoodles. And I am planning a trip back up to Gettysburg in September, sir. That if you'd like to come along with, you know, the lovely.
Yes, we'll have
be a
to.
Group of people from work.
We'll have to figure that out. Jesus.
Mm-hmm. What is that with the gremlin in the background? Is that a ringtone?
Yeah.
Or is it a texty thing?
The little clown from Saw.
Oh, Jesus. Wow, Lucy. All right. Any hoodles. Ghostwhisperer318@gmail.com. Spirit Searcher 649@gmail.com. Please email us. Let us know if you want something special. And we will make it happen. Hopefully without all the technical difficulties this one is having. They're all my fault. I let you know. Okay. Any hoodles, we got to get out of here. So, as we always say, thank you to everyone. Love you all. And see you on the flip side. Don't forget, Witch is Winging It next Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Same bad time, same bad channel with me and Jen. Love, peace, and chicken grease, y'all. Bye. Oh, good Lord. He's doing his whole, oh, Lord. Doing it again.